All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about a bike that, man, it just sits right in the middle of this huge debate in the motorcycle world right now. I'm talking about the Kawasaki Z650RS. It's one of those bikes that looks like one thing, but feels like something else entirely. So what's the real story here? I mean, come on, just look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous, right? Every single line, every curve, it just kind of whispers stories from a whole different era. So is that what we're looking at? Just a really, really well-made tribute to the good old days of riding? But what if all that classic style is just, skin deep? What if underneath it all, it's hiding something completely modern? What if it's not so much a throwback, but more of a revolution? Yeah, that's the big question we're going to tear into. And you know what? It's not just us asking these questions. Kawasaki themselves, they've actually got a name for this whole idea. They call it retrovolution. I mean, how cool is that? It's basically their entire mission statement, and honestly, it's a pretty slick marketing term for what they're trying to do. Blend that timeless classic look with the kind of performance and, start every time reliability you expect from a brand new bike. Okay, so to really get to the bottom of this, we've got to break it down piece by piece. And first up, you have to talk about the look. This is the retro part of that whole retrovolution thing. And let me tell you, they absolutely 100% nailed it. Like Autocar India said, the commitment to that classic vibe, it's just undeniable. This isn't just dipping a toe in the old school pool. No, this is a full-on cannonball. And this is where you can see how clever the design really is. They're blending old and new in the same exact part. So you get that perfect, iconic round headlight, but pop it on, and it's a super bright modern LED. And that fuel tank, oh man, that teardrop shape is just pure quintessential Kawasaki heritage. Now, this isn't just some generic retro design they cooked up. No, this is a very, very specific tribute. The designers basically went back in time, looked right at the legendary Z650B1 from the 1970s, and said, yep, that's our inspiration. That's the blueprint. And really, it's the little details where you see how committed they were. You've got those gorgeous twin-pod analog clocks, with actual sweeping needles. You just don't see that much anymore. Then you've got the super clean minimal tail section, that comfy single-piece seat. And get this, even the wheels are designed to look like old-school wire spokes, but without all the hassle of actually maintaining them. It's just a masterclass in getting the details right. Okay, so the retro part, I think we can all agree it's a home run. So now, let's flip the coin and look at the volution part, the modern heartbeat of this machine. We're talking about the engineering, the stuff you don't necessarily see, but oh boy, you can definitely feel it. And this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Sure, it's got all the charm in the world, but can it actually perform like a bike from this century? Are you giving up modern performance just to get that cool look? Well, the answer lies right here. Tucked away under all that retro goodness is a completely modern, liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. This is the evolution in retro revolution. So what are we looking at? It's a 649cc engine. And this isn't some new, untested motor. It's a proven, super reliable power plant that Kawasaki uses in a bunch of their other really popular bikes. So the key takeaway here is you're getting an engine that's known to be dependable and just a ton of fun. And it's putting out a really healthy 48.5 pound-feet of torque. Now, what that actually feels like is this really user-friendly, manageable power. It's perfect for zipping around town, but it's still got plenty of get up and go when you want to have some fun on a twisty road. And this is where the modern side of the bike shines. It's so much more than just the engine. You've got a modern steel trellis frame, which makes the bike feel super responsive. You've got ABS, of course, which is a lifesaver. You even get 3 different modes of traction control to help you out in different weather. Oh, and an assist and slipper clutch, which is just a fancy way of saying the clutch is super easy to pull and the bike stays stable if you downshift a bit too hard. This is a safety net that a genuine vintage bike couldn't even dream of having. Okay, so on paper, it looks classic and the tech specs say it rides modern. But what's that actually like, day to day? What is it like to actually own one of these? Let's get into the real-world verdict from people who ride them. So what are people actually saying? Well, it's a pretty balanced picture for sure. On one hand, owners are just obsessed with the looks and that super reliable engine. They love the old-school feel and how easy the power is to handle. But there are some trade-offs. Since there's no windscreen, you get a ton of wind on the highway. With a passenger, the ground clearance can get a little tight. Some owners have mentioned the dealership service isn't always what you'd hope for. And last, it has a classic cable throttle, so you feel really connected, but it means no modern goodies like ride-by-wire or cruise control. And all that real-world feedback, it actually leads us perfectly into the final piece of the puzzle, customization. Because for a whole lot of owners, the bike you ride off the lot, well, that's just chapter one. I mean, look at it. This bike is practically begging to be customized. It's like a blank canvas. Those simple, clean lines make it the perfect starting point for you to make it your own. It's like Kawasaki gives you the amazing foundation, and then you get to write your own story on top of it. And the options out there, they're pretty much endless. You can stick with the official stuff from Kawasaki. Things like a radiator cover, a nice chrome grab rail, even a USB socket, which is super useful. Or you can go big with performance upgrades, like a full titanium Akrapovic exhaust to get a little more power and a way better sound. And that's not even counting the entire universe of custom seats, luggage, and everything else you can find online. So, all of this brings us right back to where we started. The Z650RS, it's a beautiful bike, no doubt, with a totally modern soul. It's a fantastic blend of the past and the present. But here's the thought I want to leave you with. Is this whole retrovolution thing creating a new breed of timeless classics that we'll be talking about for decades? Or is it just a really, really well-done trend for today? Now that's something to think about.